Hi, my name is Tina, and I have the honor of serving at the Rock as the OSL Program Director. I want to thank you for serving in the Discipleship Center. You often make such a difference in so many people's lives, and I just want to tell you thank you. I have some exciting news that I want to share with you. We have some changes coming with the program, and many of you may have heard that we are reinstating cost to OSL. And so this means that there are some things that you'll need to know in order to know how to handle registrants that come to the Discipleship Center. First, we want to make sure you understand the heart behind it. And second of all, we want to make sure that you are resourced well in order to help the registrants to the best of your ability. So before we get started, you'll find an attachment on this email that is the program guidelines that you're going to want to go through and read thoroughly later on. But for right now, I just want to go over some key points that will really help you know how to better serve the registrants at the Discipleship Center. First, you're going to need to know what the cost is. So for all levels, we've made it easy and hopefully very doable for every student is $20 for the cost of class. That includes your workbook, your journal, and the free downloads that are made available on OSL Online. We do have additional materials at a nominal fee, which is an MP3, $5 for every level. CDs for level 1 are an additional $30, so 30 plus the 20 would be a $50 cost for a level 1 registrant that needs CDs. CDs for levels 2 through 5 are $40, so that would be a total cost of $60 for a registrant for 2 through 5 that needs CDs. We still have childcare available, and you will notice that the cost of childcare has been brought down to make it very doable for every student that has children that need childcare. So for level 1, it's $25 in addition to the cost class, and for levels 2 through 5 is an additional $35. And as you know, that includes all their children for the duration of the entire class. The two ways to pre-register for a class are online registration, which you will not need to deal with, and people that come up to the Discipleship Center. That's what this training is for. So, with the information that you need, here we go pertaining to registration with cost being added. Envelopes. That's how we're going to take registrations. So it serves two purposes. First, on the front of every envelope is all the information that we need to gather from each student. So that means we need to make sure you are helping the registrant fill it out accurately and gather all of the information that we need. Make sure you don't leave any blanks and make sure that all of the information that's on there is readable. So for example, in an email, a small L may look the same as a number 1. Well, we need to make sure. So go back and check with the registrant and make sure that everything on the front of those envelopes is correct. And second of all, it gives us a means to be able to collect the fee, whether it's check or cash. So you will be gathering monies from the students, and that will be a new procedure which most of you have not had the opportunity to do so far. Currently, at the Discipleship Center, we only have two means of payment that we are able to accept, and that is cash and check. If a student is not able to pay by means of cash or check, you will send them to gototherock.com, and there they can pay either with credit card or debit. One exciting thing that is right around the corner is we're going to be able to take debit and credit payments at the Discipleship Center. We're going to be bringing in tablets with card readers, but that's just a little ways away. So in the meantime, we want to direct all students to gototherock.com, and they can pay for registration with debit or credit at that place. So once you've gathered all the information from a student and you've put their payment into the envelope, we want you to take that sealed envelope and go back into the Discipleship Center office, where there's somebody that will transfer all of that information into the Discipleship Center computer. Please know that we will have a petty cash box available in the Discipleship Center office for anybody that comes up with larger bills, just so that we can make it easier for people with cash payments to be able to do so. So once the person in the Discipleship Center office has entered all of that information into the spreadsheet, all of those envelopes will go directly into the Discipleship Center safe. Please note that it is a policy for all Rock ministries for any monies that are handled to be handled with 2 people at all times. Payments. We want to make it as doable for every person to get into the powerful teaching of OSL as possible. So while $20 is hopefully doable for most people, we want to be able to make it accessible for students to be able to break it down into $5 payments per week. So here's what this will mean for you in the Discipleship Center. We're asking that you collect only up to the point in time that classes start. Once a class starts, all of the payments will be made to the class administration. And so you'll only need to deal with the collection of monies at the time of registration prior to class. So that's it in a nutshell. But we know that you probably still have more questions. And if you have more questions, well, probably the students are going to have more questions. So we want to make sure that you're equipped with some FAQs that will help you answer those questions. So the first question is, what do we say? Well, first of all, we want to make sure that we are all using the same verbiage and conveying the same heart. So it's really important that what you're saying in the Discipleship Center is what we are saying as a program. It is most important that not just what we're saying, but how we're saying it is extremely gracious. So make sure that you read this training manual, and this will help you to understand what to say when students ask questions. Be sure to keep it positive. Make sure we communicate with grace and love no matter what. Students may have lots of questions, but no matter how they approach you, we want to convey to them with grace and love. We have actually learned over the years that students that invest nothing into their own discipleship journey, more often than not, receive very little life change out of it. And so we really are for the students, and we want to make sure that they know that and that they feel that. So what if a student is unable to pay the $20? Well, of course, we approach them with absolute grace. And this is why we created the payment plan. So please ask them if breaking it into $5 a week payments would be of help to them, and then assist them in making that happen. If a student comes to you and says that they're completely unable to pay, again, register them, fill out the envelope, make sure that they're well cared for and that they know that they're invited, and then make a notation on the envelope, and one of the leaders will follow up with that student to assist them in whatever it will take to make sure that they can be in OSL no matter what. Lastly, refunds. If a student asks for a refund, the first thing we want to do is ask them if they would like to apply it to a future class. More often than not, students will want to just forward it, and that's what we want them to do. We want them to stay in the discipleship process. If for some reason a student is not interested in applying it to a future class, we will definitely give them a refund. We have refund request forms at the Discipleship Center. Make sure they fill it out thoroughly, because that information is needed in order for us to mail them a refund check. Let them know that the process often takes 1 to 2 weeks to process. Let me close by telling you how appreciated you are. Thank you so much for partnering in the ministry of OSL, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If there's anything else we can do to help support you, to help encourage you, to help answer questions that you might have, please feel free to call the church office at 714-526-8233, and you can ask for me, Tina. I'm extension 123. You can email me at tina@solidlives.com. We are so grateful for each one of you, and we are so blessed to partner with you in OSL. God bless you.